are ranked inside the top 25 yet again. It's been a while since we've been ranked inside the top 25, and we're going to be taking on a team today that started our downfall last season. Looking at the Pac-12 conference standings, Tulane undefeated as well, sitting at 6-0. Stanford did lose to Notre Dame, and then Washington State dropped the game to Arizona State. Fresno State is 4-3 and 1-3 in conference play, and they have struggled this season with their only victory coming against one of the worst teams in the Pac-12. Maurice Ty is the quarterback here for Fresno State, and he's an 80 overall quarterback, well-rounded, not too bad. I would say he is average. Looking at what Fresno State brings to the table, offensively they have one of the best passing attacks. They aren't bad at running the football as well, and they do score a fair amount of points with 28 points per game. Looking at their defense, however, it is not that good, giving up the third most yards in the conference, the most passing yards in the conference, and they have given up 194 points on the season. That's 27 points per game. We are on the road against Fresno State, and this is definitely what I would consider a trap game. When you're playing a team like Fresno State, who upset you a season ago, they have the momentum, and the game hasn't even began. We begin with the football. Jeremiah Tobias gives this one to Deshaun Layman, and he'll pick up 5 yards. As Layman is back at starting running back for this game today, we'll see how he handles that load. Pause. And that's another first down carry for Deshaun Layman as we move up to the 35-yard line. Here is Tobias. It's a 5-man rush, and this one is intercepted by Fresno State. An interception, and we saw this happen 3 times a season ago, and that's really what began the downfall of the season. As you see Muzan here, the corner, just jumped that route, and that's just a poor throw by Jeremiah Tobias. Fresno State set up at the 35-yard line, and they're going to go underneath on their first play of the game and pick up 8 yards. Fresno State, I believe, is going to be more of a balanced approach on offense as they set up the screen to the tight end, and this will be a first down to the 21-yard line. As they have 4 out wide here, here's the give to the running back now, and he's going to take this one for a short gain. That's Tyree Lanier at running back for the Bulldogs. They go 5 wide on 3rd and 6, and this one is caught across the middle, and it's a touchdown. Sateki Luvu dropped into coverage on that play, and he just does not have the coverage skills to jump in front of that one. That's Marcus Hayden on the touchdown for Fresno State as Malachi Durant will field this one and take it to the left. Durant takes this one to the outside, and Malachi Durant has an excellent return to the 47-yard line. And that's where the offense will come out. 2 tight ends, and this one's intercepted as well. Fresno State will take this one all the way back, and the Bulldogs are out to a 14-0 lead. Darren Hendricks jumps the bubble screen. We were trying to set up the RPO to Malachi Durant, trying to reward him for the excellent return, and you're seeing Hendricks just jump that screen and take it all the way. 14-0 the score for Fresno State. As Johnny Santee checks into the game now and takes this one for 6 yards as he gets his first carry of the game. Deshaun Layman checks in on 3rd and 2, and he fights forward for the first down. At this point, it kind of feels like we're going to have to lean on the running game as we set up the screen to Deshaun Layman. He's got space to the outside. Deshaun Layman across midfield as he picks up good yardage, 17 on the play. 2nd down now, throw this one underneath, and it's caught. And it's going to be a short pickup, and John Yelito shaken up on the play. 3rd and 7 now for Tobias. Underneath, and Devontae Haslam has it for a first down. 2nd catch of the drive for the sophomore receiver, Devontae Haslam. 2 running backs in the game now. 1st and 10, and we're throwing this one deep to Layman, and he's got it for a touchdown. Utah State is able to answer back after giving up 2 interceptions to begin the game, and Fresno State capitalized on them. That's exactly what you need. And Deshaun Layman, who hasn't really had the greatest season running the football, is maybe going to be turning into more of a receiving back as he's able to haul that one in and score. 2nd and 9 now for Fresno State. This one's intercepted by Glenn Timms. The defense has now gotten us back into this game. Timms inside the 10. He's taken down. 1st and goal upcoming for Utah State as Glenn Timms continues to have an excellent senior season. Burks are in motion here on 1st and 10. As here's the give to Santee up the middle, and he's taken down at the 2-yard line. A rush of 8 yards As we stick with the I formation, here's Santee, touchdown, Utah State, but a penalty flag is down, and this one will be coming back. We continue to see Giraldo get called for holdings, as here's second and goal from the 12. We set up the screen to Xavier Blunt. Xavier Blunt has space and he scores. The true freshman scores on the screen, and that's 2 receiving touchdowns for our running backs. Maybe getting them involved in the passing game will help take the load off of Jeremiah Tobias, as he's already thrown 2 interceptions. As Fresno State will take over, we're still in the first quarter, as Maurice Ty will take the read option to the outside, and he'll pick up good yardage to the 25-yard line. It has been an eventful first quarter. Here's the curl route, and it's caught for a first down. That's Cornell Durth, the junior receiver out of California. At the 40-yard line, here is the bubble screen. This one's reeled in. A nice juke move across midfield, and Fresno State set up at the 38-yard line. An excellent play made by Javante Hardrick, the receiver, and here is the give to the running back Lanier, and he's taken now for a loss by Juan Lima. Hasn't had the sack numbers, but he's been really good in run defense this season. Setting up the screen now to Durth, and that is Glenn Timms flying up to make the tackle. 3rd and 15, final play of the first quarter. Maurice Ty getting out of the pocket. He goes down. He's sacked back at the 50, as that's Bobby KZ picking up the game's first sack. And that's how we will end a exciting first quarter of play. Xavier Blunt in the game now. Play fake. Tobias getting out of the pocket. This one's intercepted. The 3rd interception thrown by Jeremiah Tobias. And Fresno State is set up inside the 15-yard line. That right there was just ugly. And it's getting to the point now where Tobias is just panicking. He has Malachi Durant wide open underneath, and that's a good catch and run opportunity. Instead, he throws to triple covered Zach Qualls. That just cannot happen. 1st and 10 for Maurice Ty to the end zone, intercepted by Eric Drake. And he takes it out of the end zone. What is he doing? Eric Drake takes it out, taken down at the 2-yard line. But we're able to force a turnover just like that, as Eric Drake, the free safety, has us set up 98 yards to go, as Xavier Blunt will take this one on the ground and pick up 2 yards, trying getting out of our own end zone here. Here's the toss to Xavier Blunt. He's got space to the outside. Blunt has a first down. Now some breathing room for this Utah State offense. 3 tight ends in the game now. Give to Blunt to the left, as he will cut this one back up and pick up 6 yards on first down. Bunch to the right. Johnny Santee checks into the game, and he's got a first down carry, his 4th carry of the game. Sticking with the I formation, we toss this one out to Santee now, and he's taken down after a pickup of 4. 3rd and 5 upcoming for the Aggies offense. Deshaun Layman takes this carry to the outside, and Layman fighting for the first down yardage, and he's got it. His 4th carry of the game. Here's Tobias now in the quarterback keeper, and Jeremiah Tobias has space to the outside as he takes this one across midfield. Trying to get a little bit of momentum here going on the ground, as Layman will take this one to the right, and Deshaun Layman is to the 35-yard line, taking a lot of time off the clock here on this drive. Pitch to Layman now, the 3rd time we've seen a toss, and Layman's got a first down. Into the red zone goes the Aggies offense. Bunch to the right, here's a trick play to Zach Qualls. Zach Qualls has space to the outside, inside the 5-yard line, as we reach the 2-minute timeout. 1st and goal at the 3, give to Durant, and he's taken down for a loss. Excellent job by the Fresno State defense on that play. 2nd and goal, give up the middle to Layman as he fights for the 3 yards we just lost. And that's going to be 3rd and goal. Tobias and the quarterback keeper, touchdown, Utah State. And that was a 16-play, 98-yard touchdown drive. And we ran the ball every single play, as Fresno State takes over with 1:12 to go, and they use their first timeout. 2nd and inches now, setting up the screen. This one is caught for a first down and much more to the 38-yard line by Tyree Lanier. 3rd and 4 now for the Bulldogs offense at the 44-yard line. Bringing pressure, throw this one out to Lanier, and he's got another first down. Into Utah State territory goes the Bulldogs offense. 1st and 10 now. This one's thrown, and it's caught right in front of the face of Eric Drake. He almost had an opportunity at his 2nd interception. 3rd and 6 now for Fresno State. Underneath, this one's caught by Cornell Durth, and he'll pick up the first down but Fresno State has the clock working against them and would later settle for a field goal. A 25-yarder is up, and it is good, and that is how we will close out this first half. The second quarter, a little bit lower scoring, not as exciting as that first quarter was, but still a high-scoring game, 21-17 to score. 3 first-half interceptions thrown by Jeremiah Tobias. Fresno State begins with the football, and this one will be thrown to the outside to Cornell Durth for a first down pickup. Tight end in motion now, play fake to Lanier, as this one's going to be swung back out to the tight end. It's going to be a pickup of 8 yards. That is Andy Fullerton on the reception for Fresno State. Give to Lanier now, and he's at the sticks, but he's short. Cordell Lawson came flying up and made the play, and Utah State will get the stop. As Malachi Durant fields this one, takes it to the right. Durant cuts back to the left. Malachi Durant with an excellent return to the 35-yard line. Malachi Durant has been dynamic this season in the return game. Here's Deshaun Layman to the outside, and he's going to be taken down, but there is a penalty, and it's Steve Giraldo again, the highest overall player on the team. He struggles giving up holdings. 2nd and 12, we give this one to Deshaun Layman, and he's going to get a lot of those yards back, and he's inches shy of the first down marker as he's having one of his better games of the season. Here's to give to Johnny Santee now up the middle, and Santee has a first down. To the 38-yard line goes the senior running back, Johnny Santee. As Xavier Blunt checks in, and he's going to be close to the sticks. It's a pickup of 6 yards as we move to the 29-yard line. Xavier Blunt gets to give, and he's going to pick up the first down to the 26. Just chipping away on the ground here these last couple of possessions. Xavier Blunt takes this one. He's taken down after a pickup of 4. I like that we're getting all these running backs involved as Tobias will keep it on the quarterback counter, and Tobias will pick up the first down. Fresno State with an injury on defense. Here's the 1st and 10 give to Xavier Blunt, and he's going to have a pickup of 10 to the 4-yard line. Johnny Santee, the running back, I formation. They pitch it out to him. Santee to the corner. Touchdown, Utah State. Another touchdown drive for the Aggies. This one, an 11-play scoring drive with 11 runs. We have not passed the football since Jeremiah Tobias' last interception. 3rd and 4 upcoming for Fresno State. Here comes pressure, and this one is complete to the 37-yard line. Cornell Durth with his 5th reception. That one was probably the biggest of the game. Here is the 3rd and 10. Pressure. Braden Pope gets to Maurice Ty, and that's going to bring up 4th and 18. And Fresno State will punt it away. Here's the give to Xavier Blunt, and he's going to be fighting for 5 yards as he's got 47 rushing yards on the day. Blunt on 2nd and 5 takes this one to the outside on the counter and picks up the first down. And that will do it for the 3rd quarter here in Fresno. 1st and 10 give to Deshaun Layman, fighting through a tackler, and Deshaun Layman with an aggressive run, but unfortunately it will be getting called back. Another holding call on this offensive line. 2nd and 7, give to Layman, he gets those yards back. Deshaun Layman, 93 yards on the ground, only 7 away from a 100-yard game. 2nd and 13, Layman takes this one for 3, and that's going to bring up 3rd and long. You got to pass it here, right? Nope, we're giving this one to Santee up the middle. First down, Utah State. We are flexing this dominant offensive line and these 3 skilled running backs. Here's Xavier Blunt now on 2nd and 10, and he picks up 9 yards to the 18-yard line. Now Blunt takes it as the Wildcat quarterback, and Xavier Blunt has the first down to the 17. 2nd down and 7 now at the 14-yard line. Here's another counter to Blunt, and Blunt has the first down inside the 5 and down at the 1-yard line. Fresno State cannot stop the rushing attack by the Aggies. Here's Tobias, touchdown Utah State. A 14-play drive, 14 runs. We have not passed the football since I don't know when. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. This one's thrown underneath to Cornell Durth. His 6th reception for 58 yards. But Fresno State trailing by 18 points. They're running out of hope here. And there's a sack. The 3rd sack for this defense. And that's going to bring up 4th and 12 at the 30-yard line. Here's Maurice Ty in the pocket, and it is caught for a first down. Maurice Ty, 207 yards passing, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Feeling the pressure again, and it's Dylan Garrison coming away with the sack. The true freshman has began to show some signs of improvement as a pass rusher. And on 2nd and 14, Bobby KZ picks up the sack. It's the 5th sack of the game for Utah State. 3rd and 21. Here's the throw to the outside, and it is intercepted by Eric Drake. His 2nd interception of the game. He puts on a juke move. Drake takes this one across midfield, and he's finally pushed out of bounds at the 37-yard line. And Utah State comes away with the victory. And I got to admit, when we threw that 3rd interception, I thought we're going to lose this game again. And I just decided to really lean on this offensive line and this running game. Listen to this stat right here. 44 straight runs to end the game. 44. If you're a Michigan fan like I am, or you just followed college football in 2023, you would know that Michigan ran the ball 32 straight times to end the game against Penn State. We beat that number by 12. 51 total carries for 283 yards, and it was just extremely efficient and extremely consistent. We were also 8 for 8 on 3rd downs, which is pretty incredible. But 3 first-half interceptions by Jeremiah Tobias. The comments are letting me hear it about how they just can't stand Jeremiah Tobias. And it's true. You know, he's really struggled giving up, turnovers. And that's something that we really have to fix. The only problem is, who do we have to replace him? Our backups are not much better. Only 9 pass attempts in this game for 76 yards. And Deshaun Layman, Johnny Santee, and Xavier Blunt were incredible. Layman had 14 carries, Santee and Blunt each had 13, and everybody ran for over 5.5 yards a carry. It was incredible to watch. I mean, this is a full team effort on the offensive line and the running back room. Deshaun Layman had a touchdown, and Xavier Blunt had a touchdown through the air. Just incredible to watch as all 3 running backs scored a touchdown. Angel LeMay had 11 pancakes, Tuttle with 7. You're seeing how dominant the offensive line was in this game. And I think that's definitely got to be the focus moving forward. Run the ball down teams' throats. As we had 2 defensive tackles combined for 3 sacks in today's game, as that was nice to see. As we are now up to an A+ championship contender. We're 5th in the country. And we're ranked 14th after that victory. We are super close to a commitment out of Anthony Tobin. Michigan and LSU just really aren't going after him too hard. This is the number 1 quarterback in the nation, number 7 prospect in the nation, and nobody's going after him. Antoine Darby, we do have a visit coming up with him, as Boise State has jumped us, but I have faith that the visit will go well. James Nix, we have a visit coming up, but Cal has gotten out to a huge lead, and it makes sense when you know that James Nix' number 1 motivation is school prestige as far as education goes. Daniel Jones, I expect to bring in him with a commitment if we're able to win. And then Chad Turpin, it's going to be a battle to the end, but I think with a victory against Washington State, we could potentially bring him in. Lyle Ivey, we're still in first place for. And then I think that we should continue to go after Mailau Mahi, the free safety, as nobody's really going after him too hard. John Fowler is an athlete run stopper that I really want to bring in. Corey Middlebrooks is a gem prospect. I don't really like his weight, though. 281 pounds is just not really big enough for me. Looking at the top 25 right here, you see we're 14th in the country, but Stanford is nowhere to be seen. Tulane is now down to 23 after they lost to Cal. So Cal at this point kind of controls their own destiny. As you see, Stanford lost to Colorado State, who just really doesn't look that good. That was their first conference victory of the season. As you see, Cal at 4-1 in conference play, 6-2. After beating Tulane, they do play Stanford later on in the season. They really do control their own destiny. Jeremiah Tobias has thrown a lot of interceptions this season, but the yards per attempt are up and the completion percentage is up. I know we have to fix the interception problem that we're seeing out of him, but I do think that when he's not throwing interceptions, he's extremely efficient. It's a couple of boneheaded plays here and there that really put a stain on his stats. We've ran the ball with a lot of guys this season, and they've all been pretty consistent. I like the running game that we have. I know that I've said I want a true bell cow running back, but when you have 3 running backs that you can give the football to at any time, That allows them to all stay fresh. But the next game is arguably the most important game of the series. We're 7-0. This is the best that we've ever been in the series. And we're playing a team that we have never beat before. We are 0-4 against Washington State in the series. And we have to get this monkey off of our back now. We have to beat them. It's a must-win game. But that is going to do it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.